and welcome to another edition, the January 2017 edition of FYI, Nash Community College's very own news program. I'm Kate Britton, and I am joined by Xavier Johnson.
Hey Kate, how are you?
Good, and it's a new year. There's a lot of new stuff going on here at Nash Community College. We've got a ton of new things that we're going to talk about. It's the new show, the new news show.
Yeah, very new.
Yeah.
Speaking of very new things, we got a new website, www.nashcc.edu. Got a makeover while we were on winter break. And the makeover includes new improvements, like it's easier to navigate for everybody, the students, teachers, parents, if you would like so. And its overall graphic look has changed as well.
And it looks really nice, so
it does.
Definitely check it out. And speaking of other new things happening here on campus, the construction here on Nash Community College's campus is moving forward with the $2 billion Connect NC bond. The construction will consist of two one-story constructional facilities, the first of which will be 16,000 square feet and will house the machining and technology programs. The second will be a building totaling about 10,000 square feet, which will house the cosmetology programs. Now, once those construction projects are completed, the early college will move into what is now the C building where the cosmetology students are located.
Speaking of new things, we also have met some new goals. Our commercial driver's license program, which started 10 years ago, has met 1,000 graduates. And for more information, you can call the school or you can call over to the continuing education building.
And this spring semester, Nash Community College has over 3,000 students enrolled.
With those 3,000 students, some are taking their classes online, and some also have chosen the option to get their degree completely online. I spoke with the department chair, Lane Freeman, and he said the overall goal behind Nash Online is to make it convenient for people who have families and also have jobs. With Nash Online, they have 12 degree options and also 26 certificate options as well. Like with the degree, they have Associates in Arts, Associates in Science, as well as Early Childhood. And what's coming up is they also would like to add accounting and logistics. To find out more information, please visit online.nashcc.edu.
And on February 28th, from 5:30 to 7:30, Nash Community College will host the 8th Annual Career and Technical Education Open House. This is done in conjunction with the Nash and Rocky Mount Public School System and will host 6th through 12th grade students and their parents.
Welcome to the CTE Showcase. This year we had an exciting bit of a change. We have it based on pathways, career pathways that start in the 9th grade all the way up to the 12th grade. It's a collaboration between Nash Rocky Mount Schools and Nash Community College, helping people find jobs, not only for the kids, but their parents. So it's a great event. Please come out this year and every year.
The CTE Showcase is an opportunity for our students in high school and middle school to see the exposure of our programs, our collaboration with Nash Community College, and all of the connections that we make on a day-to-day basis to better prepare them for careers and for college and for our business and for our industry.
Hey, I'm Craig Bachelor, and this is another instructor, John O'Boyle. We're out here on the pole yard demonstrating a hurt man rescue with our students that are currently enrolled now. Just putting on this demonstration so maybe some future young people will come out and get in the program.
It's designed to simulate that a lineman has been injured on the pole, and the safest and quickest way to remove him from that pole and get him down so he can seek medical attention.
CTE Showcase 2015. I'm Bill Carver, president of Nash Community College. And what a great night it is. We're highlighting career pathways. We got young people here. We have high school students. We have college students. We have equipment. People are putting their hands on the equipment, doing demonstrations, being participative. Culinary is here. We're enjoying food. We had a helicopter land not just a few minutes ago, right outside. This year's event, I think, is probably better than ever. If you weren't here, you missed a real treat. So put this on your calendar for next year. We're excited to be working with our school system partner and the other educational people, faculty members that are here. It has really been a spectacular night.
This is our firefighter. All right. Okay. They taught you to stay low, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna show you why. That's our firefighter down on the floor. You gotta squat down to see it. Come on, squat down. I'll tell you when you gotta back up. All right, it might take a little bit to get going because it's the first burn. There's always moisture in everything when it burns to start with. So it might take a little bit to get going. One of the first things you're going to see once the temperatures start rising, you're going to see that thermal balance that we talked to you about.
Good afternoon, I'm Terry Whitaker at Rocky Mount Middle School. I teach STEM, science, technology, engineering, and math, okay? Right here what we have is a solar panel energy. It's one of the modules in Pittsco, which is 20 modules. As you can see, solar panel energies, if it's a cloudy day, guess what? The solar energy number is gonna go down. So if I press these buttons, nothing's gonna work. Nothing, okay? But if I get full capacity of the sun, guess what's gonna happen? The wheel's gonna turn, the sound is gonna be on, and guess what? There's a noise. So that's the cons and pros of alternative energy and clean energy. Also, our students built a robot, Vex robot kit. Okay, right here we got the Vex robot kit. Move this up and down, okay, cool. And it moves. So this actually took 3 weeks to build.
Hi, I'm Mike Latham, Associate Vice President for Curriculum at Nash Community College, and this has been a great event for us, the CTE Showcase in cooperation with the Nash Rocky Mount Public Schools. It's a great partnership with the public schools, training students for jobs in local industries, local business, also preparing them to go to four-year universities and excel in that way as well. Our Advanced Manufacturing Academy has been a great partnership with the local schools and local industries like Cummings and preparing people for jobs for the future. Once again, this has just been a fantastic night and a great success.
Now this event is free and open to the public, and for more information call 252-451-8392. And Nash Community College students recently participated in the National Skills USA competition in Louisville, Kentucky. This is the 52nd annual National Leadership and Skills Conference. They placed 7th for CNC milling in the United States, 19th in the United States for cosmetology, and 33rd in the U.S. for welding. Now, while they placed 33rd in the U.S. for welding, they were awarded the first place medal for welding in the North Carolina competition.
Some upcoming events up here at Nash, sponsored by SGA. A blood drive on February 8th in Building A in the Rotunda, right in front of our very own Student Services. And a Club Awareness Day will be hosted on Valentine's Day with a Valentine's Day twist on it. As well as with all of that going on February, all month long in the Midway Cafe, Diversity Month events will be going on.
And those are January 2017's headlines here on FYI. Nash Community College recently took part in the White House Healthy Campus Challenge. An acknowledgement for their service in this challenge, Dr. Keith Smith, Sharon Barnhill, and Marbeth Holmes had a visit to the White House, and a little more on that. Here is my interview with Marbeth Holmes. And we're joined here on FYI today by Marbeth Holmes, the Director of Student Wellness here at Nash Community College. And so you recently, Nash Community College recently took part in the White House Healthy Campus Challenge.
Yes.
Is that correct? So can you tell me a little bit about what the purpose of it was?
Absolutely. The White House Healthy Campus Challenge was issued to all colleges, community colleges, and universities across the country to participate in the open enrollment process to provide affordable health care and insurance for people students primarily, but community members also, who were not covered, or to help them renew their coverage.
Wow.
Under the Affordable Care Act.
That's impressive, and that's a very good work, to do to help make sure everybody's insured and covered, and just in case.
So we started November 1st, and the challenge ended December 19th.
Okay, so it didn't take place over that long of a period of time,
Correct.
So it must have been kind of cramming everything together at once.
Yes,
yeah.
Absolutely. But fortunately, we had the Student Wellness Center in place already, so that was a great avenue to facilitate the accepting of that challenge.
And so after the conclusion of the challenge, you took a trip to Washington, D.C., to the White House.
Yes, there were 360 colleges and universities that participated. 59 schools nationwide were invited as winners to the White House, and we participated in a celebration day, a day full of events.
And so this was hosted by First Lady Michelle Obama, is that correct?
Yes, the afternoon reception was hosted by her.
Okay. Well, oh gosh, that sounds like a really neat kind of afternoon to take part in. And
Absolutely. It was very exciting for us, especially as a small community college, to have received the invitation and to have been one of those schools selected. It was also wonderful to have the opportunity to meet other schools and see what they're doing to help empower student health. But the highlight was clearly Mrs. Obama.
Yeah, being at the White
Yes.
House, and also it's great when you can get together with other people from other schools doing the same kind of thing. You can bounce ideas off of each other, exchange ideas, kind of almost like a forum.
Yes, and we had the opportunity to do that. And we had several panel discussions too, so we got to hear from the lead schools, the great big schools who are doing hundreds of thousands or tens of thousands of open enrollment applications. So we got to hear what they were doing and see their best practice so that we can take some of that back and model that here.
Right, right. And I'm sure the students will benefit from that greatly here at National Community. And can you just really quickly, while we have a little bit more time, can you just to get more information out to students, what are some of the services that the Student Wellness Center provides?
Okay, I'm excited to do that, absolutely. I am a licensed clinical addiction specialist and a licensed clinical social worker. So one of the services is direct clinical practice. So that's treatment for mental health diagnoses, which includes depression and anxiety and PTSD. We also have a single stop program that's grant funded by the Belk Endowment. Nash Community College was the first community college in the state of North Carolina to receive that grant and to actually do a single stop screening. So we were the first in the state. And through that, we screen for Medicaid, food stamp eligibility, and also for eligibilities for local resources, and we help connect students with community resources. But this week, which makes me so excited that you've asked, this week we initiated our legal services. So 2 days a week now, we have an attorney on staff who is seeing students, and he is here on Wednesdays and Thursdays for the whole semester. And then also Mondays, Tuesdays, and Fridays, we have free tax prep for students and community members. The legal services are just for students,
Right.
but the tax prep is free for faculty, staff, community members, and anyone who wants to come who meets the financial eligibility
I
requirement.
might need to look into that because I definitely could probably use a hand. But that's so fantastic that you have those resources, at the disposal for the students. I mean, mental health is such an important, thing for people to get help for.
It is.
I disclaimer, I have anxiety myself. I've dealt with that pretty much all my life, and it's good to have someone to talk to, someone to help you figure out what's going on, and to go from there. So I think that's really fantastic that you guys extend those services to students. And,
Absolutely.
It's definitely something that if you're a student out there and you're watching this, if you feel maybe you've got some anxiety or depression or anything, or you're just uneasy about something or worried, take advantage of this. This is such a wonderful, wonderful opportunity and a really fantastic resource for students, and I can't say enough good things about what you all do.
And I do want to say the services are HIPAA compliant because I am licensed, so they're not only free as a service to being a student, but they're totally confidential. We also have a collegiate recovery program that was peer support and clinical supports for students who are in recovery from substance use, and we also have a gambling prevention program as well.
That's fantastic. That's really, I'm incredibly impressed with all the things that you all do. And thank you so much for joining us today and just telling us a little bit about the White House Healthy Campus Challenge and
Absolutely.
a little bit about the Student Wellness Center and how students can benefit from that. But thank you so much for being with us today.
Absolutely, it was an honor.
In a world where some things are beyond legend, they will search for answers. Be prepared. Hang on to your seats. They are going where no one has gone before. Until now.
Why are you so close to me?
I don't know. Let me back up a little bit. Yo, check out our show on
No.
Big Bang Radio. No. Okay.
Hey sports fans, we'll remind you guys to tune in every Friday at 3:30 p.m. with Sports with Lou on WNIA Big Bang Radio. Sports with Lou. We'll be breaking down all professional sport events and all your local high school sport events going around the tri-area. Don't forget, tune in every Friday, 3:30 p.m. And if we go into overtime, everybody's a winner with Sports with Lou. 3:30 p.m. WNIA Big Bang Radio. Ready, set, hey!
Nash Community College now has a study abroad program, and I had a chance to speak with Katie Hoffer, who is extremely excited to help plan a trip to Peru in 2018 for those students. Let's take a look at this interview now. What is your role in the student study abroad program?
So I am the study abroad coordinator. So I'm the one that you're going to go to if you're interested in this trip, the main person. So if you're interested in any kind of way after this thing is done and you're like, I want to go on that, you're going to contact me, Ms. Hoffer.
All right. Now, I heard some whispers around campus that y'all are going to Peru next year.
That is accurate. And it is the best place ever.
All right. I heard Peru is very beautiful at the time that y'all are going. What would y'all be doing while y'all are in Peru?
So Peru, one of the first reasons why we chose Peru is that it is so diverse culturally, has a lot of biology and science and history involved in it. So no matter kind of what interest you have, whether it's science, history, even just other people, how they live or interacting with people, there's something there for you. And Peru is kind of this mix of old world and modern, which is hard to find in our global world nowadays, which is why we're going there. When students decide to sign up for the trip, we're going to see pretty much the highlight of the trip, and if you see pictures around campus on posters and stuff, it's Machu Picchu, which is this ancient Incan city that was built on top of the Andes mountain, or one of a mountain on top of the Andes. It's one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen. I was there myself, and I got to see the sunrise come up over the mountains, and you're like, oh. And if you go on this trip, you will get to see that. So it's not one of those things, you know, when you learn about geography or history when you're a student or a kid or whatever and you see pictures of things. This is one of those times where you will be the one taking the picture and you will be able to see that with your own eyes. So when students go, besides Machu Picchu, which is cool and will hurt your knees a little bit because it's a lot of stairs, we're also going to go to the south of Peru, which is known as, I think it's the floating islands. There are these people, or these communities of people that live on islands on this lake. It's one of the highest lakes in the world, highest elevation. And while we're there, this is what's cool about this specific trip, because it's pretty unique, is we're gonna do like a service learning volunteer kind of thing at the same time. And while students are doing that, they get to stay with host families, which is an awesome experience. I've also done that myself a couple of times too. And it's both amazing and terrifying at the same time, but it's one of those terrifying things where at the end of it, you're always glad you did it. Even though at the time you're like scared and you don't know what to say to people. And they're gonna speak Spanish, by the way. And so it's a lot of like this, and it's fun.
Saying.
Yeah, you get really good at hand motions and stuff, so yeah, it's fun. But
all right, I know I have a Spanish class, so it would be good to have go there and be able to test my Spanish skills out. How much do you think the trip would cost per person?
So there's a couple of things that make Nash super awesome. This is why I love this program and why I love Nash. When you sign up, like the first thing when you sign up, you're going to get your own webpage. And on that page, you're going to see what the total amount is, and you're able to set up monthly payments. It's not like a credit card, you know, like if you don't pay your credit card and you get like fined and it's all bad and you get scared and you don't want to do it and all that stuff. It's not like that. It's no pressure, but it'll help sort of guide you on how much you need to pay. But on top of that, every student who enrolls gets a crowdfunding site. You know those things you see like GoFundMe? What's another one called? Crowdsourcing or whatever, Kickstarter, kind of like Kickstarter. And people in your community, like grandma or whatever, or if you go to church, people in your church, you can give them the website to your crowdfunding site, and they can donate right there. And it's going to take off, every time someone donates, it's going to take off what your monthly payment will be. So what we are doing, which you will find nowhere, is if you sign up, let's say tomorrow, until May, about 31st, it depends if you're graduating or not, but until about May 31st, 2017, this year, whatever you raise, Nash will match it. So, I know, huh? Now there's a minimum. You have to raise at least $500 at the beginning, or not the beginning, just within that time you have to have a minimum of $500, and there's a maximum of about $1,700 or so. But imagine that. You can go to Peru, which is amazing, for about 10 or so days. You can go to Machu Picchu, you can do this host family volunteer thing, you can stay and learn the language, all this stuff. You get to go to a city called Cusco, Lima, the capital city, and you could pay almost 50% of it right there. So it's a huge opportunity. It's a once-in-a-lifetime thing that we want you to go. That's the mission of our study abroad thing. Isn't for just a couple of people who have like wealthy parents or something. It's for all of you to go. If you want to, and you feel like you have the determination that you can at least reach some of that money that we can match, we can help make it happen.
And what are some requirements that students have to meet in order to attend this trip?
There is a class that they need to take, but that's not until the spring of 2018. But at the moment, there's nothing else they really need to do. They just need to be enrolled. That's it. And just enrolled as a Nash CC student. So if you're a student here, or if you know someone that's like, I want to go to Peru, but they don't come here, you should like elbow them and tell them to enroll here, and then they can go on the trip and be eligible for the scholarship and all the benefits and all that stuff too.
All right. That's a wonderful, I bet it's going to be a very wonderful experience.
I hope so. So people need to go on it.
I'm Xavier Johnson with FYI, and thank you for listening.
Hey, this is Mike D, inviting you to join me for Ultimate Alternative, Fridays at 2 on Big Bang Radio, or anytime on the Ultimate Alternative Podcast.
Come with me now.
Wee-diddy-wada, wee-diddy-woo, wee-diddy-wada, woo. Hello, my name is Stuart the Nighthawk Hawkins, and I'm a DJ here at Nash Community College's Big Bang Radio. So tune in Mondays and Thursdays from 8 to 10 for the wind down. Smooth jazz geared to help you relax from your busy day.
Thanks for watching this wonderful episode of FYI. I'm Xavier Johnson.
And I'm Kate Britton.
And check back with us next month for a new episode.
Camera. On camera. Hello! What the Queen? This is the Queen talking about scones and buttered cream. This is ridiculous. Why? If I spoke like this on the news program, do you think people would be more interested in what I have to say? Yes? I agree. If I spoke like this, people would go, oh, she's interesting because she's English. Hello and welcome to the January 2016 edition of FYI. It is, dang it! It's only January, I'm not used to it yet. Hello and welcome to January 2017's edition of FYI, Nash Community College's very own news program. My name is Kate Britton and I am joined by my cohorts. Gosh! I'm Kate Britton and I am joined by my cohort. Gosh, stop it!
Thanks for watching this episode of FYI. I'm Xavier Johnson.
And I'm Kate Britton.
And check back with us next year. Check back with us next month for no. Okay.
FYI. FYI. FYI.